that in your financial journey, protection should closely be followed by wealth creation. Very, very important. Now, the products that fit the bill for both these needs are insurance and investment. You cannot talk about personal finance then without essentially protecting your investments and yourself. So this morning, let's talk about let's talk about personal finance and insurance, a very interesting subject. And joining us in the studio then, we do have the managing partner, Wega Insurance Agencies. We do have Mr. Ngodo Alexander. How are you doing, sir?
Great. Thank
Happy
you
to have you around, man.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to Look Up Television.
It's always a pleasure.
Let me get this topic out of the way.
All right.
Majority of people do not attach insurance to personal finance. Let's use this as an introduction into this particular subject. What did these two meet, Alexander?
Great. So first, thank you so much,
Anytime,
Lookuptv, for having me. And I would say this: there is no personal finance without insurance, because we have been pushing for people to save, people to invest. But to look at who has the vision, is the person maybe saving or contributing. What happens in a case, eventualities happen? We had COVID, we have so much happening. So what happens is that person who is contributing, who is investing, when that time comes, when eventuality happens, that person is normal, so the vision is dead.
Yes.
So what happens is insurance is coming in to ensure that it is protecting. So as much as you're investing, your future is certain.
Does it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're going to do an introduction to Wega Insurance Agency just shortly.
Yeah.
There are also people look at insurance as the direct investment vehicle. Is that, what link is that? But when we talk about insurance being an investment vehicle for those people looking to make wealth, in what way are they supposed to look at it in relation to personal finance?
Great. So what usually happens is insurance is an investment vehicle. Insurance companies have come out with amazing products to cater for the future. That is, we have pension, we have education is also becoming expensive.
Yes.
So how can you start saving now? And what I like about insurance is as much as you're investing, as much as you're contributing, as much as you are taking care of the future, you're also being taken care of. Right. So that means the dream will not stop.
Yes.
The vision will not stop in case of any eventuality. And then again, it is the gains that comes with insurance. We look at once you start a plan. For example, you are contributing a certain amount of money. By the end of the policy period, the amount of money contributed will have been so much, including the interest gain. Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. Guess what? Well, we're going to delve into this particular conversation as we go on with the show this morning.
Yes.
Now, for any other person who's wondering, Wega Insurance Agencies Limited in this conversation for personal finance insurance, what do you find yourselves? What are you trying to do within this insurance space?
Great. So recently, I came to understand that most of the insurance, we cannot talk about insurance without personal finance.
No, sir.
Looking at the studies, one of the main reasons that people give about why I'm not taking an insurance is because maybe I have no finances. But you find that we as Wega agencies, we come in and first take care of what you are earning. How can you be able to plan your income so that you get some amount or some money to contribute to an insurance scheme? Because looking at the penetration of insurance, I think currently we're at around 4%.
Does it?
Very low. I think we are the third lowest sub-Saharan. So that topic, we really need to discuss this. And it's not that there is no money. How can we plan our resources? How can we plan the little that we have so that we can have available for catering for the future? So we as Wega insurance agencies, we are not just providing insurance. We are not just offering insurance solutions. We also advise. We tell you this is how you are planning your resources, and through what you have saved, you can put this into an investment or an insurance scheme.
In insurance products,
Yes,
isn't
yes,
it?
yes,
That's
yes.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
What do you find that important, Alexander?
Yeah.
That you just do not want to sell a product, that you want to push people into this product. Do you believe that this penetration that you're talking about, by there, has been on a single digit for a long time, and
Very
not
true.
even touching even the 4%? Is just the latest review. It's been
sure.
at around 2-3%.
2.1,
Yeah. What do you feel that it is important then to talk to people first on the importance of insurance and also on their income levels before you take them to a product?
One is about the perception, looking at the population. The perception is of insurance is low. There is no awareness to what maybe some of these insurance companies are offering. And even looking at in your circles, sometimes I've realized we are just one step away to poverty. Something happens and you are done. As much as we had built your incomes and all that. So there is this need, there is urgency to tell people it is the high time we take insurance. We find that, like, look at today. How many WhatsApp groups are you in? Maybe contributions here.
So many
and
of them,
there,
by the way,
right?
especially this period,
That is the
isn't it?
thing.
Yes.
But
Yes.
do you know that we have very good policies that caters for even death of our parents, of dependents and all that, and you are contributing a very small amount, right? So we really need to keep the conversation going. We really need to keep awareness going. We really need to tell people that insurance is needed.
Is very important, isn't it? I want to open you up to the research I was going through just before I came into the studio today. The people say, and I would look at why somebody may want to get into insurance, that insurance now is turning out to be the best investment vehicle for even those people who really want to make a wealth.
Absolutely.
Was I say that you need to position yourself in a way that every other product that you're taking has a guaranteed return on the plans that you're picking within the insurance sector.
Very true.
Alexander, are we saying today that indeed the other conversation that we need to have strongly within the economy and what you're trying to push as well is that, you see, you're talking about investments and savings, but can't you see that you can actually invest and save within the insurance sector? Is that what you're pushing for as a company?
Very true.
Yeah.
In fact, by the way, if you look at most of these developed countries, there are people who just survive on insurance. As you ensure that your medical is there, your pension is there, your investment is there. Sometimes we need to leave this analogy that maybe I have to have a land somewhere, a building, which is good. It's okay, but you can also thrive. You can also be okay having an insurance as an investment, because again there is a guaranteed there are guaranteed returns. You are also secured. That is, some of these investment vehicles have life cover on it, have permanent and disability, have illness. And these are things that are happening within our... Sure.
Pretty much. But I want to put you on this as well, that when you look at that particular research, even from the regulator, they will tell you that corporates in this country are not essentially shying away from insurance. In fact, you'll find the majority of corporations within the country are already on some insurance platform, which is really good for them. The problem comes down then to the individuals within the Kenyan economy that are not really interested in insurance, or under the one that they're in is the one that is mandatory by law.
Sure.
Let's talk about that. How are you targeting individuals? Because they say that's where the market is.
Very true.
The corporations are already on it, or some kind, or we've been planning to take up more. But the market is in individuals within the Kenyan economy. What is WEGA Insurance Agencies Limited trying to do that can actually talk to the individuals?
We as WEGA Insurance Agency, we have taken that conversation. And what we are telling the people is, looking at that person who has a hardware business, first thing is, how long will you learn this hardware business? Basically, it is between 10 to 15 years. Again, there are a lot of changes happening. Technology might overtake whatever you are doing. So are you prepared for that? So, and most of the time I've realized, most of these business people, low level, mid-row, especially the individual, later they talk about something to do with, because if you look at the corporate sector, we have the pension scheme. But individuals, very, very few people who consider that.
No, sir.
So again, you have to tell them that maybe you have 10 years of active work engagement. Maybe after that, you retire to your home or you'll reduce your activity. So the best thing is, how can you start saving now? And what we advise is, you don't have to save much. You can start as little as 1,000, right? To take care for the future. When that time comes, when you have no energies, when maybe things will have changed, you have something that you can take home.
Does it?
Yeah.
I want to ask you about this question as well. For any other person who's listening to you this morning and wondering, well, you present a proper proposition to majority of people are not even open up to insurance becoming an investment vehicle. In this space for insurance, are you operating as an intermediary or you're operating as a fully insurance company that actually can offer these products to people listening to you today in the morning?
WEGA, we have identified a gap. Most of the time is that information, that insurance information is not to the people. So I'm intermediary where you bisect, you break down the insurance information. What is these jargons that we talk about insurance? So us as WEGA is to break down that information to the common mwananchi, help him or her understand, and also advise. We are not just telling you take this. We show you why this is necessary.
And even direct them to specific companies that are offering these products, isn't it?
Yes. And so far the uptake has been good. You find that, oh, this is what it means. And you find that, let me go for it. Especially like pension. We rarely talk about pension in among the business people. We just buy a plot there, Kamuru, buy a plot there. But we really also need to have liquid as an asset. Yes.
Pretty much. Let's talk about the response then of these companies then to, because I know very well that indeed what is missing, like you're saying, is just education from the population on the need to start, having a plan of whatever sort within the insurance sector. What has been the response of these companies in terms of also welcoming you on board to working with them for that education part that is missing within the economy?
Like WEGA, for these big companies, there are some areas maybe they might not be able to penetrate. So as you're coming to provide a solution, we want to get to the bottom level, to that person, to that hawker, to that shopkeeper, to that retailer. So we're coming in and say, look, here we have a market which you can exploit. So the best thing is, can you facilitate maybe marketing materials? Also, can you facilitate us with trainings so that we can also be well equipped while going to those people? And the uptake has been good because we are saying we are here as an intermediary, we are here to offer a solution, we are here to guide, we are here to educate. Right? So as we do that, we also get a commission on those funds.
Pretty much. Alexander, the only way that we can look at this particular issue for insurance penetration, a majority of people realizing that personal finance is a subject that they also need to work with on a daily basis, is to look at what response has been, on especially for products that are speaking directly to individuals. Let's talk about life insurance as well. I mean, if there's an area then the majority of people run to is life insurance.
That's true.
When you talk to majority of Kenyans about life insurance, has the response been, especially on these particular products that are targeted to them individually?
Absolutely. Like, let me give you an example. In today's paper, you see the KCP results were announced. You find that these kids who finished KCPE, they're about 12, 14, right? So that parent, he or she had 12 years. Right? Or 14 years, right? So what happens is, how can you undertake to start preparing for your education? Because again, education is becoming expensive. A lot of challenges that are happening even with the economy. So such a parent, just approach him and tell her, your child is 1 year, or even 6 months or 9 months. Can we start now?
Can we start now? A majority of them opening their eyes to the fact that they got to start early.
Yeah. Because, you know, when it comes to education,
Yeah.
that is close to their heart,
That's it.
right? So can we start now? As little as 1,000, as little as 2,000,
That's it.
depending on your capability. But what has been happening is they are seeing the need, because we also have people who have enjoyed maturity. Right? You started a policy, it has matured, you have seen the benefit. We are also riding on those people who have already experienced, who have already gained on insurance to assist us in terms of referrals and also getting more customers. Yeah.
When you look at this penetration, I mean, it's been a conversation but majority of people fails to understand. And there's a critical fact here, Alexander, that majority of the people who are taking insurance are the same client, where you find that if Simba has got motor vehicle insurance, is one who's got health insurance, is one who's got life insurance, that the same clients are getting repeated in these companies. What is going to move us away from this low penetration of insurance in the country, knowing very well that indeed that education now is taking root in the country?
I think one is the financial planning.
Yes.
You look at most of these insurance firms, they have now financial advisors.
Does it?
You are no longer an insurance agent because we are not just taking the product to the people. We have to ensure that you are well
educated around, isn't it? Which is that what was first missing within the space?
That is the thing.
Well, guys were just getting told no insurance.
Yeah, no insurance. And then again, even most of the agents, if you look at even now, you might not want to give your number to an agent because you know that push to buy an insurance. But as we assist you, we advise, right? We help you plan your finances, and you look, oh wow, there's some money available that I can do something. But the biggest challenge has been as educated that maybe there is no resources. The insurance is for the few. No, it is not for the few. Looking at the NSSF, there's a time they had the BAO pension plan, and I think it is still there, where you are saving 20 shillings every day. Yeah, looking even in at NHA, which is an insurance. Looking at the data in Kenya today, we have only 24%. Right, that is quite low.
That's quite low.
Looking at the premium, it is 500 shillings. Right, somebody will say, oh, 500 is a lot. How about we break it down? How about we break it down maybe in a week? That's 125 shillings. Yeah. How about we break it down in a day?
Yes.
That's almost 20 bob.
That's
25
shillings.
25 shillings. Yeah. And sometimes through this continuous engagement, through continuous driving this information to the people, and also breaking it down, we have to show people that it is possible. Right? So most of the time you have been pushing for this insurance product, but you don't tell our people how possible is it.
Yes.
Right? In my experience so far, I'm sitting down with a client, and through that financial and budgeting and all that, we are saying even there is so much available for use, right? So sometimes even it is removing the doubt of capability. Sometimes somebody will tell, can you manage 10,000? Hey, no, 10,000 is a lot. But when you sit and break it down, in fact, there is much more.
They say, well, let me jump in, isn't it?
Yes,
pretty much. As an intermediary, you're here now working with your clients in this journey of investing within the insurance sector. Even when they get on board with these companies, they might know even these companies. They will just know you as a person who's gonna be in the middle. Talk to them through it. Could you tell us that special journey that you work with your clients, even when they get to these insurance companies in the country? What is that special journey that you walk with them? Because majority of people will also tell you that they've had bad experiences when it comes to working with these insurance companies in a country where you're supposed to get paid your premium, and then all of a sudden you might not even get it repaid.
Great. One of the challenges that I've noted is the customer service or relationship. Most of the time, once a client or once this person buys at the policy, you are done.
Yes.
You know? So you now leave the insured person to walk the journey alone. So what us as Wega Insurance Agency is, we are walking with you the journey. right? We are ensuring that there is constant engagement. We are also giving new information that is coming in. We are also working through in terms of challenges.
Yes.
When we have eventualities, we can sit down and see how we have been contributing this. Most of the insurance companies have come up with flexibility. Yeah, there's a way. If you are contributing 10,000 and something happens, we can always sit down and have a flexible way of working with it. So I think that aggressiveness, that being there, you are not just interested with the premium that this person is giving you. You are walking the journey.
You're walking the journey with them, isn't it? And also looking at exactly how the insurance company is also behaving with them as you go by, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So it becomes your portal as opposed to the insurance company's portal.
Absolutely.
That's it. Let me go into the last issue that I have for you this morning, and please, if you can take a minute to respond to it. You've positioned yourself well now within the insurance sector. It's a fact. The few insurance companies that we have in this country, some people say that we are over-insured, but that's not the reality, looking at the adoption rates for insurance in the country. You positioned yourself in the middle. You're in touch with the people in the country.
Absolutely.
Could you give me your vision for Wega Insurance Agencies Limited in this particular aspect? It's a place that is underserved, people will say, in the next 5 years. What is this vision that you got for this particular space, Alexander?
As you have said, the space is huge, a lot of opportunities, and in the next like 5 years, we really want to get these people, those who have been for quite some time maybe neglected, those people who for some time have not had information. So, breaking down that information to them, so that, because once you overcome those challenges, the penetration will be high. Again, we also have to look at the chama and group models where maybe people can come together and have an insurance. We have group covers. So in this case, you get like 10 people, sell them a cover, they are contributing a certain amount per month. It becomes easier. The journey is interesting when you are together. So the space, there's opportunity for that, and we believe we'll keep on breaking this information down. We'll keep engaging them, and most importantly, walking the journey together.
I keep on saying that because that's the seller point, that if you're going to walk with me throughout that journey and make sure that everything that you sold to me when you're educating to me about it is exactly what's going on, then that penetration is going to go above that 4%, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Alexander, thank you very much for coming by, man.
Thank you so much.
That's it. Guess what? If you want to look for them, then we can also teach you about how you can start then getting investing in insurance in the country. You don't know what to do. Wega Insurance Agencies Limited. Alexander, where you located at? Should somebody start looking for you? Yes.
Second floor.
That's it. Look for him personally, by the way. He's quite passionate about telling you how you can even today start using insurance as a direct investment vehicle. Yes, it does. All right? We take a sunny breather right here on the Morning Drift. Once we come back, DJ Dan, Dana, and I will be giving you the KCPE edition right here on the Morning Drift.